Hey there, lovebirds and those aspiring to be. Ever feel like you're dating an alien from another planet? Or maybe just someone who speaks a language your brain struggles to translate? Don't worry, you're not alone. We're diving headfirst into the hilarious, head-scratching, and heartwarming world of understanding the opposite sex. We'll be your trusty tour guides, armed with jokes, relatable anecdotes, and maybe even a few nuggets of wisdom. Don't worry, we'll keep the seriousness to a minimum. Get ready to laugh, learn, and maybe even send this to your significant other with a sly, "See, I'm not the only one who thinks this way." Men and women are different, like really different, but that's what makes it fun. Communication is key, but sometimes it's more like a game of charades gone wrong. Love languages. They're not just for polyglots. Learn to speak your partner's language and watch the sparks fly. Appreciation is a love potion. Sprinkle it generously. Arguments happen, but they don't have to be relationship-ending apocalypses. Laughter is the best medicine, especially when it comes to love. So, grab your sense of humor, an open mind, and maybe a snack. Relationships can be hungry work. And let's embark on this adventure together. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun and insightful content. We've all heard it before. Men are like waffles, women are like spaghetti. What does that even mean? Is it a commentary on our breakfast preferences or a metaphor for how we process emotions? Honestly, who knows? But here's the thing. Men and women are different. We think differently, communicate differently, and sometimes even breathe differently. Okay, maybe not that different, but you get the point. Take a classic example. Asking for directions. A man lost on the road? He'll circle the block 17 times, consult his internal compass, which is usually just pointing him towards the nearest sports bar, and refuse to ask for help until his ego deflates faster than a punctured tire. A woman in the same situation? She's already pulled over, flagged down a friendly local, and probably knows the best shortcut to her destination and where to get the best latte along the way. It's these differences that can make relationships both exhilarating and maddening. It's like having a built-in adventure buddy who also happens to drive you crazy with their inability to find the milk in the fridge, even though it's literally right in front of them. But hey, who wants a boring relationship anyway? Embrace the differences, laugh at the quirks, and remember, it's all part of the fun, most of the time. Think about it. If we were all the same, life would be pretty dull. The beauty of relationships lies in the unexpected moments, the surprises, and yes, even the occasional frustrations. So next time you find yourself baffled by your partner's actions, just remember, it's these very differences that keep things interesting. After all, variety is the spice of life, right? So whether you're from Mars, Venus, or just different aisles in the grocery store, celebrate the uniqueness. It's what makes your relationship truly one of a kind. And who knows, maybe one day you'll both find the milk in the fridge together. Now, wouldn't that be something special? Communication. The cornerstone of any successful relationship, and also the source of countless arguments, misunderstandings, and passive-aggressive sighs. It's like we're speaking two different dialects of the same language. He says, "Jump." She hears critique, my jumping form, and offer unsolicited advice on how to achieve maximum vertical leap. He says, "Dinner sounds good." She hears, "Tell me what you want to eat because apparently I possess the decision-making abilities of a goldfish." And then there's the dreaded F word. No, not one, although that one can also cause some communication breakdowns. We're talking about fine. How are you doing? Fine. Translation: I'm experiencing a roller coaster of emotions right now, but I'm not sure you're emotionally equipped to handle it, so fine will have to suffice. Men, we love you, but please, for the love of all that is holy, learn to decipher the subtle cues, the tone shifts, the eye rolls. And ladies, sometimes we just need to say what's on our minds. Because let's face it, playing emotional charades is exhausting for everyone involved. Section 4. Love languages. Speaking fluent. Acts of service and words of affirmation. Imagine this. You're fluent in French, but your partner only speaks Japanese. You both have so much to say, but the language barrier makes it difficult to communicate effectively. You try to express your love with passionate declarations about croissants and the Eiffel Tower, but all you get are blank stares and confused nods. It's frustrating, right? You know what you mean, but it just doesn't translate. That's kind of what it's like when you and your partner have different love languages. You might be pouring your heart out, but if it's not in a language they understand, it might as well be gibberish. We all experience and express love in different ways. Some people might show love through grand gestures, while others might prefer quiet, intimate moments. Some of us feel most loved when our partner showers us with gifts. Guilty as charged. While others crave physical touch or words of affirmation. It's all about what resonates with you personally. The key to relationship bliss? Speaking your partner's love language. It's like learning a new dialect that brings you closer together. Figure out what makes them feel loved, appreciated, and cherished, and then shower them with those gestures. Not literally, unless they're into that sort of thing. It could be as simple as a kind word or as elaborate as a surprise getaway. Does your man turn into a puddle of goo when you compliment his new haircut? Maybe he gets all shy and bashful, but you can tell it means the world to him. Words of affirmation are his jam. A simple, "You look great today," can make his day. Does your lady light up when you offer to do the dishes without being asked? It's like you've handed her a golden ticket. Acts of service are her love language. It's not just about the dishes, it's about showing you care through your actions. Learning to speak your partner's love language is like having a cheat code for a happy relationship. It's a shortcut to their heart. It shows you care, you're paying attention, and you're willing to put in the effort to make them feel loved. It's the little things that count. And trust us, the effort is worth it. When you see the joy and appreciation in their eyes, you'll know you've truly hit the jackpot. A little appreciation goes a long way, just like a back rub after a long day. Remember that time your partner surprised you with your favorite takeout after a terrible day? It was a small gesture, but it made a huge difference, didn't it? It showed that they were thinking about you and wanted to make your day a little brighter. Or when they folded the laundry even though it was your turn. It might seem like a mundane task, but it's these little things that show they care about your well-being and want to share the load. Okay, maybe that last one is a rare unicorn sighting, but we can dream, right? Even if it doesn't happen often, when it does, it feels like a magical moment. It's those little acts of appreciation, big and small, that keep the love tank full and the relationship running smoothly. Each act is like a drop of fuel that keeps the engine of your relationship humming. It's about noticing the things your partner does, whether it's taking out the trash or remembering your anniversary, hint, hint fellas, and expressing your gratitude. These moments of recognition can turn an ordinary day into something special. Think of it this way. Your relationship is like a plant. It needs constant care and attention to grow and flourish. You wouldn't just stick it in a corner and expect it to thrive without water, sunlight, and the occasional pep talk, right? Just like a plant, your relationship needs regular doses of love, appreciation, and encouragement. Relationships need nurturing too, and appreciation is like the fertilizer that helps love blossom. Without it, the relationship can wither and fade away. So, the next time your partner does something thoughtful, even if it's as simple as making the coffee in the morning, take a moment to acknowledge it. A small thank you can make a big impact. A simple thank you, a heartfelt hug, or a "you're the best" babe can go a long way in making your partner feel loved and appreciated. These small gestures can strengthen your bond and make your partner feel truly valued. Remember, a little appreciation goes a long way, just like a back rub after a long day. Hint, hint, ladies. It's these small acts of kindness that build a strong, loving relationship over time. Navigating the Thunderdome of disagreements. Hint, it involves less yelling, more listening. Let's face it, even in the most blissful relationships, disagreements are as inevitable as traffic on a Friday afternoon. It's what you do with those disagreements that can make or break your bond. One minute you're discussing your dream vacation destinations. The next, you're embroiled in a heated debate over why pineapple does belong on pizza. Seriously, who even these people? The key to navigating the choppy waters of disagreements? Communication, respect, and a healthy dose of empathy. and maybe a noise-canceling headset for those times when you just need a moment of peace. Instead of approaching arguments like a boxing match you're determined to win, try to see it as a collaborative effort to find a solution that works for both of you. Listen to understand, not just to respond, and remember that it's okay to agree to disagree. Unless it's about pineapple on pizza, then it's war. And sometimes the best way to diffuse a tense situation is with a well-timed joke. Laughter is like a reset button for arguments, reminding you that, hey, you love this person, even if they have questionable taste in pizza toppings. Pause 3s. The power of shared laughter. Let's face it, relationships can be a roller coaster of emotions. But one thing that can always bring you back to solid ground is laughter. Humor is the glue that can hold you together through thick and thin. Shared jokes, silly faces, and those inside jokes that only the two of you understand can transform even the most mundane moments into cherished memories. Laughter is more than just a break from the serious stuff. It's a way to reconnect and remind each other why you fell in love in the first place. Whether it's laughing at a funny movie, reminiscing about that time you both tried to cook a fancy dinner and ended up ordering pizza instead, or just cracking jokes about each other's quirks. Every giggle and chuckle strengthens your bond. So the next time you're facing a rough patch, try to find the humor in the situation. Share a laugh, lighten the mood, and remember that at the end of the day, you're in this together. The power of shared laughter can turn any frown upside down and bring you closer than ever. And that's a wrap on our humorous guide to understanding the opposite sex. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos. See you next time.